Alrighty, what's up my peeps? Peter Joseph here for a late Saturday night video right here on the official Peter Joseph YouTube channel, youtube.com/Peter Joseph. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video and hit that subscribe button down there, you know where, in my pants. Otherwise known as the description box below on this channel and my other 4 main channels, which are down there too, jiggling around my balls. No, they're in the description box below. And as always, friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. But if you're fake, you can go suck a fat one. Gotta be real. If you're acting like you're real, you're not really real. So friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Share the video all over the internet. Don't forget to tap and slap that bell. Basically treat it like it's your motherfucking bitch. Or as Eo would say, beach. Turn on the bell, hit the bell, turn on all notifications so you don't miss a goddamn video. And if you do, well, fuck you, man. Pretty much it. You missed it, you miss it. So, if you want to watch it, go. You're gonna have to subscribe to my channel, and you're gonna have to hit the bell. And if not, you have to search my channel, and if you find it, go to my video section, my live section, or my short section, and the latest video will be right there on the channel. And you can watch past videos as well, from a long time ago. So, you shouldn't be able to miss a video, even if you don't hit the bell, or if you're not getting notified. But if you're not getting notified, then unsubscribe and resubscribe again, hit the bell again, turn on all notifications again, and hopefully that'll work. If not, blame Neo and his team of monkeys. That's pretty much it. And that's that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, on this late Saturday night, well, not late Saturday, but late for here in the Northeast, 12:35 a.m., here on April the 16th, actually April the 15th, well, actually, whatever it is, whatever you want. It's April 15th, 2023, if you're now watching in another country, or tomorrow, or whenever you do watch this, it will probably be April the 16th, 2023. Thank you for watching right here on the Peter Joseph channel. And once again, my name is Peter Joseph, and you knew that already. Hey, what happened to Peter Gilmore? I killed him. He's dead. He's never coming back. Ever. That part of my life is over, and we're going full steam ahead with a positive mind and a new outlook on life. Pretty much. And that's pretty much it. So anyway, hope you had a great Saturday, everybody. It was kind of bleh here in the Northeast. It was supposed to rain like cats and dogs. For you people that lived outside of New York, it kind of rained like cats and dogs. But here in, Brooklyn, New York, and New York City, didn't rain that much. Really didn't rain at all. It kind of drizzled here when I went out to do my shopping today. Kind of overcast and murky. But sun did come out early this morning and it was kind of a murky, overcast, bleh day. Cooler than yet the last couple days. It was like 60, 65 today. Tomorrow's supposed to be 70 again, but, at least the sun is going to come out tomorrow. The sun will come out tomorrow. That's pretty damn good. So it's going to be a sunny Sunday for you. And that's pretty much it. So I hope you had a great Saturday and a pretty good start to the weekend. Tomorrow's the last day of the weekend, and you dumbasses go back to work on Monday. And for you people that are in school, you go back Monday too. Gotta get a good education. Don't be an asshole and don't go to school. You don't want to be like half these YouTubers who have no brain and no education. Because there's a lot of them. They're also assholes. Make you assholes. If you follow my community tab. Probably one of the funniest lines in all of Spaceballs. I can't believe it. I'm surrounded by assholes. Keep firing, asshole. Love that line. Funny. That whole movie is funny. I mean, it's a cult classic. God forbid they remake that. Oh, I don't think they can. They want to remake Back to the Future. No. No. The greatest 80s movie ever you want to remake and reboot? Why? Why? It's not going to be like the original, I'll tell you that much. They want to reboot it? No. No. There's certain movies you cannot touch, and Back to the Future is one of them. The other one is 16 Candles and The Breakfast Club. Or The Godfather. Nobody wants to do that, no. Godfather and Goodfellas, please do not reboot, remake, I don't give a shit. Don't touch it. Timeless classics. But everything has to be, woke America, and everything's gonna be remade. You know how Hollywood is. Stupidity of the movies that come out in Hollywood. But there's some good ones, like Evil Dead Rise Again. Oh, that movie's so good. So good. Like John Wick. I mean, there were good movies. The first 4 months of this year have been pretty damn good. John Wick 4, Evil Dead Rise Again. The Mario Brothers movie, surprisingly still number one. See what happens when you make a movie with Italians in it? That's why Italians are number one. I mean, Japan is number one, but if you want to, if ladies, if you want a good husband, you get an Italian man. I don't give a shit. Not being racially profile. I'm not being racist or anything, or politically correct or anything like that. But it's just a proven fact that Italians are good lovers. I mean, Ex Rosa, she tell you that for the last 15 years. We just celebrated our anniversary about 10 days ago. Well, as of this video, 10 days ago. So, 15 years with that bowling chain. I love it, though. Sometimes I want to strangle her. But let's strangle her in the bedroom, if you know what I mean. Oh, yeah. She can't get off my dick. Even if she wanted to. And that's pretty much it. But you move on. Alright, so minus all that, we move on. Alright, I wasted 7 minutes of your precious time, and I probably will not give you that back. So, fuck it. Alright, so on this late Saturday night, I just want to talk about a couple of things. First one I want to bring up is CM Punk. Now, I did 2 videos in the span of the last couple of days about CM Punk, who, the first one was possibly coming back to AEW. He had the itch again. We didn't know exactly who he was going to... Maybe he was going back to WWE. And the whole thing with, with him and Jericho. And there was a lot of news. There's a lot of news regarding Punk this week, which is great. In my last video, I talked about Punk meeting with Jericho and having a feud with Jericho. I'd like to see that at all. Well, maybe not all in per se, but maybe on an episode of Dynamite, I'd love to see that. But in any case, he's also he wants to talk to. He's having meetings with some of the roster. That's pretty good. So they're having meetings. What's going to come out of that? I don't know. I hopefully think something good. Because, half the roster hate this fucker guy. And now, him and Jericho are having meetings and arguing on Twitter and Instagram. And, but it's a work. You think it's real. It's a work. Looks like they're about to start feuding pretty soon. So we got all that. And then it was announced that CM Punk is coming back to AEW sometime in June. But I mentioned that in my last video about CM Punk, right here on the channel, so go check it out. But we have another update. I mean, we're going to have major updates about CM Punk. And the latest one, per ringsidenews.com, CM Punk is going to be on Collision. It's going to be 2 hours. Collision on Saturday night. Where? Probably on TNT. They really should put it on TBS. Not TNT. To put it on TBS, because there's nothing on TBS on Saturday night. What are they going to put on? What's on? What is on Saturday nights on TBS? Except for it's not baseball. I mean, seriously? What, they got the movie of the week? Some ridiculous, stupid movie? Actually, it's Saturday night. I got the TV on right now. I'm watching the Food Network. But I'm doing this live, by the way. Let me put on TBS. What's on TBS right now? Rush Hour 3. So it's movie night. Hello, how are you doing? What high school do you go to? Jackie Chan. So. But yeah, so if AEW wants to have this new show called Collision, 2-hour show, really should be live, but most likely it will be taped. Sucks! But they could do, if they wanted to, they could do live shows if they felt like it. But not when pay-per-views are on the same weekend. Don't do a live show after a live show. After a live show, like Dynamite be live, Rampage will probably be live. And then you got Collision the next night, live, and then a pay-per-view live. That's a lot of live shows. But I really think that that Collision is going to be a 2-hour taped show. Which sucks in a way. But at least you put it on TBS on Saturday night. Depending on what time. I don't really care what time, really. I would put it on between 7 and 10. Really what I would do is, if I was an executive, but I would put it on Saturday night, 8 o'clock. Why not? Everybody's home most of the time, unless you're going out Saturday night to go to the club and go to the bar. Well, that's just like sports. Well, sports is like almost year-round anyway, so, unless you go to a sports bar and you're watching like the Mets or something like that, or the Knicks or the Rangers. The Niners are on a Saturday game, but, that's rare. But, usually December, but, or doing the playoffs. But, in any case, that's what I would do. Put it on Saturday night around 8 o'clock. Or maybe at 7 o'clock. You used to have it like what WCW Saturday night used to be like. Put it on early in the night, 7, 8 o'clock. But it's going to be 2 hours. Then you put on, I would do it definitely Saturday night, 8 p.m. on TBS. That's what I think they should do. I don't know what the actual time slot would be, unless they're going to be really dumb and put it on like at Rampage time, like 10 o'clock. Go 10 to midnight, when everybody's half out and, either going to sleep maybe. But usually Friday and Saturday nights, everybody's out. Most of the time. But, yeah, so CM Punk is going to be on Collision. But his actual return to AEW will be, it has now been announced, the official date, tentatively, not the official date, but tentatively, he will return on the Dynamite edition. Oh, actually, I take that back. He will be back June the 21st, which is Wednesday night, Dynamite, in, guess where? Chicago. Probably at the, maybe at the United Center. I think that would be a big show if they put it at the United Center for Punk's comeback. And if that's the actual date, he has to come out first. You just can't have him come out at the end and then then the show's like, we're just waiting for Punk to come out. 9:40 after the women get out. Get out of here, women, at 9:40. Put Punk on and then cut a 15-20 minute promo. He could do it, but I'd rather him come out first, like he did when he first came to AEW. And the returns, when he came back from injury, he was the first to come out. So I think that's what Tony Khan, man, would do if he was smart, which he is. Let Punk come out first at as soon as the pyro goes off. As soon as the pyro goes off, it's like, we are live, Dynamite. You know what that means, Wednesday night. It shouldn't even be pyro. No, they do at 8 o'clock. They have a little signature in the beginning. They have the Dynamite theme song, blah, blah, blah. And then as soon as that ends, boom, cue cue Cult of Personality, and the fans are going nuts. And then you wait a little bit, you tease Punk a little bit, you're like, wait, and we're waiting. 3 minutes go by, where is he? And then he finally comes out. And then he would probably announce, I'm back. And Punk's like, I'll see you on Collision. Yeah, we'll see you on Collision on a freaking tape show. No, live. Make it live. I don't care. Make it live. And the only time it's going to be preempted is during baseball season. In September and October. Really October baseball playoff season. That's the only time I would think that it's going to be preempted. And since Rampage is on TNT, well, I can't even do it on TNT. I was going to say, put Rampage on TBS. Well, they could do that too, but, someday. But yeah, I would put Collision Saturday night, 8 o'clock, 8 to 10. And, the first episode, Punk will be there. Well, after his live appearance on June 21st, the June 24th show, whenever Collision does start. We don't have a date for that yet, but Punk will probably be on that show to start off too. Or at least have a video package or something like that. But yeah, so big news, once again, CM Punk returning on AEW television, tentatively June the 21st for Dynamite in Chicago, but that may change, so, I've been giving updates about CM Punk for a while, so we shall see what happens with that. Chris Jericho was actually in the article hinting at AEW getting a third show. They filed a claim for AEW Collision for entertainment purposes with the U.S. Patent Office. Blah, 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 blah. Reports added that AEW might have to ease the intention among the people who don't like Punk. That's probably why the meetings, which is why they will be putting him on the new show, which will air every Saturday night, most likely. Whoops. Andrew Zarian, who was on the Matt Men podcast, reported AEW Collision will be premiering in June. When? In June? We don't know. As a 2-hour program from 8 to 10 p.m. See, that's what I would have done, and that's what they did. 8 to 10 p.m. The announcement will be made next month, so Tony Khan's going to have a big announcement. Major announcement by Tony Khan. We all know that's going to probably be. Oh, wait, it's not. It's not about Collision. Was it Kota Ibushi going to appear on Dynamite? Mercedes Moné appears on Dynamite. Who knows? But so yeah, that's that. So it's going to be actually the tentative date, because I have to read ahead. So says so Andrew Zarian said the show looks to be starting on June 17th, which is 4 days before Punk actually returns on AEW television on Dynamite. So Punk will be in Chicago June the 17th. So that's Saturday's show, which should be live. I hope it is. Maybe you have live shows and then you have maybe a mix of live and taped. Maybe do something like that. I don't know, but so that's the tentative date for Collision, June 17th in Chicago, Illinois. And then you have Dynamite in Chicago a few days later. Oh, that's going to be a big show. And Rampage, if you think about it, because Rampage will be taped unless they do it live on June the 23rd. We'll see. So that's like 3 big shows in Chicago. The 17th, the 21st, and possibly the 23rd. Oh, that's big for Chicago, for you people in Chicago. You might have 3 big shows, or maybe a 4th show if they tape next week's the following week's Collision in Chicago. I doubt that, but you never know. But like I said, it could be live, but it won't be from Chicago on June 24th. You never know. I don't know. We'll see. But this is kind of big news that Punk is coming back in June, and tentatively is going to be June the 21st. But then again, if they're saying Collision is going to tentatively debut June 17th, if it's live, then I would have Punk go on that show instead of the 21st. But then again, we don't know if Collision's going to be live or taped. But my opinion is it should be live. It is what it is. But we'll get the tentative date. The announcement is coming sometime in the middle of May. So right before Double or Nothing, we'll get that big announcement by Tony Khan. Man. And that's pretty much it for that. Also, Tony Khan, speaking of Tony, was also told not to let CM Punk infect AEW again. So if something like another media scrum or Punk just goes off the wall again, Tony's going to be in big trouble. I don't know about you. Who? I mean, he owns the company, so, I mean, who's going to get him in trouble? TBS, TNT, maybe? You know, those execs like, oh, we're going to get rid of Dynamite on TNT and TBS. You're going to have to find another network. Which could be, it would be a little hard to do, because they're on contract right now to TNT and TBS, but so, the only thing I would think that Tony Khan could do is probably either have to step down or get heavily fined. But he's got all the money in the world, so he won't give a shit. But yeah, if I'm Tony Khan, I would have to really put a leash around. I'm not talking dog collar leash, but a leash around Punk, and like say, you don't do that. Don't do that shit again. Basically, kind of give him an ultimatum like he did with Jeff Hardy. You fuck him again, you're out. Give him one of those. Give him one of those ultimatums. And, like, Phil, stop being an asshole. Stop being an egomaniac. And, you know, just do what you're told. And shut up. Or you're fired. Pretty much. That's it for that. So, only time will tell with what happens with Punk and everybody else on the roster come June. Let's just hope that if he does appear at All In and he's on the media scrum, please, for the love of God, do not make him freaking go off. Because we don't need another one like we had last year. And really, I really think that, you know, if they're having these meetings now, they're trying to formulate meetings with Punk and the Bucks and Kenny. You know, cooler heads have to prevail, and they might not like each other outside the ring, but inside the ring, they got to be professional. So, I think, you know, they should just have a professional relationship instead of a, you know, love-hate relationship. Just saying, but it is what it is, and that's that. Alright, speaking of Kenny, where's this? I have to find the story. Kenny is going to be doing another promo on Dynamite this week. Let me just try to find the article here. Yeah, Kenny Omega is set to address issues with the roster on Dynamite. Oh boy. I don't know what that means, but I'm going to get to the article in just a second. He logged on to Twitter, sent out a cleverly worded tweet, and he made it known that he has issues with certain people on the roster. Oh boy. Did it get any worse? And he's going to address those people. Could he mean Phil? I would think the Blackpool Cup Club most importantly. And yeah, it was directed at the Blackpool Cup Club to continue the feud. But you never know. He could name drop somebody else on the roster. Maybe like MJF or something like that. But that's going to be a big topic to talk about, to to talk about on Wednesday night, on Thursday morning at the water cooler. Hey, did you hear what Kenny said about the roster? And it is what it is. So we got that. So that's a big news story. And we got that. But one final thing I want to talk about, and pretty damn interesting, is that the third hour of Raw is going to be more violent. Ultra violent? No. But it's going to be violent programming for the third hour of Raw. Now, what does that mean? Well, now since WWE and the UFC have merged into their parent company, I think it's called Endeavor. Well, it is Endeavor, not I think, but it is Endeavor. But they want to make Raw more violent. Well, I'm like, yeah, let's bring that. Let's do that. Why not? Let me just read the story from Ringside News. And Nick Khan, man, was asked if WWE might allow more blood on their programming. And I thought Hunter didn't want blood. You fucking hypocrite. I didn't want blood. And Nick Khan's like, Hunter, we need more blood here. Okay, I'll allow it. So anyway, Nick Khan was asked about allowing more blood on the program. He was asked specifically about the Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania, where Finn Balor was busted wide open by Edge. Don't even go there with that. And they halted the match because of the stupid blood rule. We had to get the medics because of a little boo-boo. I hate that. When there's a little bitty cut, hard-way blood, and the medic, they have to stop the goddamn match so they go, they're going to staple his head shut. Morons. Anyway, so Nick Khanman, let me just see. Okay. Nick Khanman said, when we're specifically talking about the 10 to 11 hour on Raw, we're specifically talking to NBCU and ourselves about what we do with that moving forward. We asked, what do we do if we tweak that in the third hour? It is basic cable, it's not broadcast cable, as you know. So it's USA Network, so doubtful. We think that NBCU will be supportive, but we're not on a final conclusion yet. So, they're in talks about that, but we'll see what happens with that. It goes on to say, it's definitely a conversation point. By the way, Finn Balor, who took the ladder to the head, at that moment, I was very close to ringside, and to see him take staples in the middle of the action, and to jump up and take up the cage like that is such a performance. You don't stop the fucking match for a little bitty fucking cut. Stop it. I don't care if he's bleeding like a fucking faucet. Don't stop the match. Unless it's actually needed because the guy's losing so much blood. He's about to faint. Then you do that. You immediately stop the match because, you want somebody dying in the middle of the ring because of blood loss. So will there be blood back in WWE? Only time will tell, my friends. Only time will tell. But if I was somebody at NBCU, I'd be like, hell fucking yeah. But, you probably have old geezers that are like 60 years old, probably a Biden supporter, like, we don't want blood. No. Blood is too violent on our network. We don't want that. We gotta keep it PG. Fuck PG. At this point, fuck it. It's not even PG half the time. Some of the segments are, but, the action, they had that TV PG and that little thing underneath, like DSMV, whatever it is. This program includes strong sexual content, or something like that. Violence and language, drama, stuff like that. Well, does that mean that TV-14 can come back? That's the question. If they bring Blood back, they have to put it to a TV-14 rating, I would think. But that's not up to me. That's up to the network. The USA dorks that work over there. And that's pretty much it. So, anyway, I gotta go. Thanks for watching, everybody. Leave me your thoughts and opinions about CM Punk coming back in June, possibly June 17th, or for Collision when that starts, or June 21st for the Dynamite in Chicago as well. So let me know your thoughts about that. Also about Blood coming back to WWE. Is it? You think it should? I think most of you will agree with me, being a hardcore fan, wrestling fan, that Blood should be in all promotions. We have it in Impact, we have it in AEW, we have it, well, we don't have it so much in Japan. This is Japan. Rarely you see Blood in Japan, rarely. Ring of Honor, of course. Indie shows. Most of the time there's Blood. Most of the time, not all the time. Because especially when you're in New York. It's fucking commission. But it is what it is, and that's that. So leave me your thoughts and opinions about everything that I talked about. And that's pretty much it for that. So, that's all I gotta say for now. Thank you for watching. I'm Peter Joseph signing off. Peace out, rock on, and rock hard with your coat. If you're not down with that, that's just too fucking bad, motherfuckers. You're not down with that? Oh, I don't care. Because I got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. Have a great weekend, everybody. I'll probably be back on Monday for Raw. But until next time, go fuck yourselves. Peace.